If you send out 10,000 letters, what is the approximate deals you close, contracts you get signed from that, and what dollar
Well,
value you looking at?
yeah. So my KPI said that in 2024, I closed a deal every 6,500-ish. I don't remember now the exact number. So let's say we're about a couple of deals a month. And the buy box, I shape my buy box when I create the list in a way that I can get a profit in my pocket, which means even if there is an equity partner to share the split, the money that needs to come into my pocket must not be less than $20,000. This means that, of course, I need to target higher value properties. Normally, the lowest market value that I target is between $40,000 and $50,000.
Nice. Okay. Have you seen any patterns or anything change over the last 6 months to a year of sending blind offers? And then have you seen any interesting trends that pop up to you?
Uh, I'm not sure I saw a trend, but the reason why I like to stick with blind offers, which doesn't mean that I will not test another marketing channel, also because to send out at 30,000 the letters, you have to download a lot of requests because after you scrub them out, and so at least 60,000, 70,000 need to be downloaded, let's say raw list, okay? Which is quite an intense work. I have someone now helping me doing that, but it's still quite a big part of all the acquisition process. At some point, of course, to scale, you need to make use of some other marketing channels. So I will probably try something else. But one thing that I believe is true, even if I didn't verify, is that blind offers is expensive. I mean, direct mail is obviously expensive. It's not going to cost any less in the future because postage is will continue to increase. But in a way, this is something that makes a lot of people moving from blind offers to other marketing channels, which are cheaper for sure. So I don't think that today there are so many people sending out blind offers. So I would say direct mail like it was 2 years ago. So overall competition is increased, but I think that a lot of people jumping into this business, why 2 years or 3 years ago, they were doing just direct mail because that was the marketing channel. Today, a lot of people jump into texting, jump into cold calling, jump into LVM, but not a lot of people, I think, do direct mail, which is a kind of, competitive edge. And besides, I believe that the reason why I do blind offers, and in general, this is again direct mail, could be also neutral range, is also because I didn't track this as well. But if I think about all the calls that I took, I would say that 90%, 80% of the people that I talked to was all like 55 plus years old, 60 years old and more, which means that 7 times out of 10, they are not very tech savvy. I sold a property in Arizona that came back to me. The owner came back to me after 2 years. It was one of my first campaigns because they had it in the drawer and they found it and they decided to sell. Well, not a very a great profit, like probably 15 or 20,000. But the letter is something that you can stick on your fridge. You can take in the drawer when in the right moment, you take it out and you sell. You are old. You don't read the phone. You don't know how to text on the phone. You don't read the email. You don't have an email, but you receive a letter always. So I think that there is something into a direct mail that is not going to die. Of course, you need to have the budget to send out enough letters to get deals. That is, with no doubt.
Yeah, it's almost the same concept as the email never die, like the email newsletter list or your email list never dying. It's a direct link to someone's inbox. Like, you know it's going to hit home. Whereas text, phone calls, all kinds of inbound automations, all it technology stuff. There's spam filters and all kinds of stuff that try to stop that from
Yeah.
happening. But if you send a letter,
Yeah.
it's going in their mailbox, it's going in their hand, and
Yeah.
you have that
Yeah.
confidence.
It's
Yeah.
It's a simple, straightforward. There is not, I mean, there is work if you do blind offers, of course, as I was mentioning, there is work you need to price, you need to download the list, you need to scrub. But you don't need to have any system like providers, the cold caller or whatever to do. It's simple. Yeah, and simple wins always. Again, crazy expensive, unfortunately, but I think, in my opinion, is still the most effective marketing channel.